Okay, we're going to pan that I have 3 people in the audience. You get dizzy that way. Okay. Hi. Most people have heard of farmers markets, but what might surprise many is the growing trend of CSAs, which are community-supported agriculture. Before I left Alaska, I was able to take a tour of a CSA, and then since then a very good friend of mine has begun her own CSA in Alaska. Community-supported agriculture is growing in popularity because consumers are able to purchase shares of a local farm, and then they receive a box of fresh produce each week. I'm about to inform you that there's a growing trend in this community-supported agriculture. First, I will define exactly what a CSA is and some history on how it works. As with any business, there is some risk involved, but there are also many advantages to the consumers and to the farmers. I will give some facts as well as some expert testimony as to the growth of the CSA. And then finally, I will map out some of the local CSA farms that we have in our area. CSA, or Community-Supported Agriculture, is when you purchase a share of a farm, you actually purchase the share at the beginning of the growing season, and then each week of the growing season you get to pick up a box of produce. Some farms require that you actually, when you purchase your share, you actually perform a few hours of service onto the farm, whether it's weeding, helping harvest, or whatever type of work that might need to be done. And then some farmers just sell shares of vegetables that others offer fruits, meat, dairy, so there's a wide variety of what's out there. And CSA usually refers to the farm or the farmer. Of course, there's risks. Does the farmer know what he or she is doing? Is the experience. Harvest can be affected by weather, pests, and like any other business, any unexpected type of situation that may occur. According to Susan DeMuth of the United States Department of Agriculture, community-supported agriculture began in the 1960s in Switzerland and Japan. Consumers and farmers joined together, each for their own reasons. Consumers were looking for safe and healthy foods, and farmers were looking for a stable market. In the 1980s, the concept moved from Europe to the United States. I interviewed Cheryl Wood. She was a friend up in Fairbanks, Alaska. She started her CSA Dogwood Gardens in 2007 with her husband, Bill. CSAs have many advantages for the farmers and consumers. Localharvest.org lists some advantages, and among them, farmers get a boost in their cash flow early in the season. Farmers also get to know the people who are eating their bounty. And Cheryl Wood lists the advantages as benefits for her children. Her CSA Dogwood Gardens is a family-run business, and so the children are growing up learning healthy food habits, and then they are also developing good work ethics. And then Cheryl also sees her CSA as community building. Not only is she providing food for the local community, but she also puts out notes regarding the work in the garden, the weather, and then she loves to put out new recipes as well. Localharvest.org notes that the consumers are able to get the freshest food possible. Many times consumers are exposed to new types of vegetables. Cheryl Wood notes that her shareholders connect with their food source. One of the disadvantages she does note is that once into the growing season, there's actually too much food. So these shareholders will split their shares, share with their neighbors or their friends or their family. According to Susan DeMuth of the USDA, in 1993, there were at least 400 known CSAs. And now in the localharvest.org states that there are 2,500 CSAs. So there's quite a bit of growth in there. And then for Cheryl, they started with 7 shares in 2007, and then the last 3 years they've had 15 shares. And she sees her CSA growing to 20 shares in the near future. CSAfarming.com lists 5 CSAs in our southwest Missouri region. And then here's a map of some of the local ones. We have one in Conway, and then there's a couple in Springfield, and then there's a couple in within a 100-mile radius. So we actually have that opportunity here. As you can see, community-supported agriculture can help local farmers and encourages consumers to eat healthy and local food. Community-supported agriculture is growing in popularity as consumers search for ways to eat healthy and support our local economy as well. There are risks, of course. Risks would include experience of the farmer, weather, and pests, but with the growing trend, the community members' desire to eat healthy and support our local economy, it causes economic stability for our local farmers. Thank you.